Hello everyone, welcome to the SPT Show with me, PMC Starvox. For over 20 videos now, I've been showcasing mods for SPT-AKI, the offline single-player mod system for Escape From Tarkov. Now I'm going to use a new format for the show to provide more information in a more direct fashion. Lucky for us, SPT-AKI mods are always being developed, and each week provides new things to experience or learn about. Many of us that know the project have played with each of the several updates that have been released over the past several months or more. When the live game wiped, we would also find ourselves abandoning profiles with progress, reinstalling dozens of mods, and starting all over again. This new format for the show will better keep up with mod updates and even updates to AKI itself. 2 episodes each week, out on Mondays and Fridays, will serve as your video newsletter for the game. You're also encouraged to join the Club Starvox Discord server for more information and even a little help now and then. The SPT Show will try to maintain a maximum runtime of 20 minutes for each episode in the hopes that their content will be easier to digest and more worth the time. Leave a comment or give us a suggestion on Discord about anything that you particularly want to see on the channel and if the episode length is good for you. This episode will likely be the last one recorded for AKI version 3.7.4, as I've already prepared to update to 3.7.6 to begin coverage on it and its mod updates. Most features will still seem similar across versions, however incompatible they may be in execution, meaning that these demonstrations will be accurate for quite a while. New episodes of the show will address major changes to my core mods and any new compatibility problems that prevent their usage. Many thanks to the Club Starvox content review team who provide critical feedback on my projects and further enable these videos. Thanks also to the many developers of SPT-AKI and its mods. We all appreciate your hard work so very much. These mods bring a degree of accessibility to Escape From Tarkov that enables anyone with any lifestyle to enjoy the game in the way that works for them. Even players with limited time to play or the need to take frequent breaks can find mods to fully enable their sustained gameplay without consequence. And now for this SPT show, let's go over my most essential mods, why I use them, and how they improve my immersion. The SPT Realism Mod is an extensive and highly configurable gameplay overhaul for Escape From Tarkov to make it more realistic and hardcore. Among its many features include new stances for the players to use in Raid. It enables the player to mount their weapon to surfaces, stabilizing their aim and reducing arm strain. Adds bayonets and a new thrusting melee attack for rifles. Adds in new and varied bullet hit sound effects based on where a character is shot and what armor they are wearing, as well as locational injury effects such as being disarmed and also knocked prone by gunfire. I've done a video on this mod that needs an update, but still covers the majority of functions. This mod is extremely deep and critical for my enjoyment of SPT. I use it all the time, and its features are nearly countless. I myself like to use the medical overhaul system included in the SPT Realism Mod, as well as all the stances and the way that they affect arm stamina. Mapping active aim to middle mouse has been most useful for me, giving me more centralized, logical aiming that just feels more immersive overall. Low ready and high ready both provide boosts to movement, and the high ready stance even comes with a new sprinting animation. SAIN is an extensive and highly configurable bot behavior overhaul with difficulty presets and myriad settings to make bots dynamic and dangerous. It comes with a robust in-game GUI with sliders to control every aspect of how the AI operate during raids. I've also done a video on this mod that needs an update, but still covers the majority of functions. Paired with its 2 sister mods, Big Brain and Waypoints, the complete SAIN package overhauls AI bot behavior in ways that make offline play feel a lot like online play, and even more. SAIN is best used with some customization. Use the GUI in-game with F6 to control just what the bot's behavior is like. You can modify the accuracy and reaction time of bots to give yourself more of a chance, or to make higher difficulties a little bit more approachable. To further improve bot behavior, the Looting Bots mod provides enhanced looting behaviors for bots, enabling them to loot containers and corpses along their patrols and more. This will enable you to find them much more frequently, checking cases and bodies on the ground for supplies. They'll toss down equipment that they have, pick up equipment on the corpse or inside the container, and move along their path. SWAG+Donuts is a dynamic spawn wave preset and custom spawn point editor for bots to make for unpredictable and populated raids. Scenarios are provided for different levels of activity and different sets of bot types. Use this mod to customize what type of spawn waves you encounter in raid. When it comes to scenarios for Swag and Donuts, I particularly like the live-like random scenario for easy diversity of attention during raids. This mod can be configured to reduce the opportunities that bots have to spawn, increasing performance in-game. Amands Graphics is an extensive and highly customizable graphics overhaul that can remove fog, add motion blur, and introduce new vision effects. While not a reshade application, there is one called Meow Shader that was made to work well with this mod in particular. This mod comes with dozens of settings to customize the look and feel of Tarkov, giving the player very much control in raid over visibility on the map. This may appeal to players that struggle to see Tarkov in-game. If the live version of the game is difficult to see, and you dislike the Tarkov filter that appears over the graphics, you can use Amands graphics to get rid of it, increase the brightness, increase sharpness, and decrease blur to make the game overall more visible for you. Use Amands graphics however you prefer. There are lots of ways to configure it to make it more or less immersive depending on how you play. Higher-end PCs will have a better time running all of the effects at once, but some can be manipulated to give lower-end PCs better performance. In particular, I like to use the motion blur, mystical glow, and alternate light sources that are available in this mod to give my character a more immersive perspective. Fontaine's FOV fix and variable optics prevents the FOV from changing during ADS by default unless configured, and adds ARMA-style aim zooming with a hotkey. The ADS camera can be configured for each type of optic to make for a more immersive experience. The FOV fix can be highly configured. I like to give the toggle zoom key to both optics and non-optics to give myself that ARMA-style zoom, simulating my character leaning his head closer to the optic actually in the game. For the zoom toggle, I use the shift key. The Time and Weather Changer adds an in-game GUI with full control over the time and weather conditions in RAID. This will instantly change the time and weather on command and provides presets for the various conditions. ODT's Item Info is an old mod that assigns rarity colors to all items and appends relevant information about them to their description. Prices, barters, crafts, profit calculation, quests, armor stats, and more are all shown in the inspection window. More Checkmarks is a mod that adds checkmarks to items with tooltips that show what quests can make use of them, or if they are on the player wishlist, eliminating the need to track quest requirements without external notation, and mystery about which items are used for which quests on the fly. Trader modding is an invaluable upgrade to the weapon modding system, enabling access to trader inventories from the weapon modding screen without shopping first. Also install the sister mod, Modding Stats Helper, to add useful tooltips in the modding screen when hovering parts. D.R.I.P adds a trader with many new items of clothing for PMCs, new quests, and items to buy. This new wardrobe is large with a lot of options, perfect for content creation and roleplay in the game. Freecam provides an unlocked debug camera for the player to observe and travel entire maps and even teleport the player to its location. It's necessary to ensure that the player character cannot take falling damage to make effective use of the teleportation. I never play without these mods and always eagerly await their updates when the time comes, unwilling to play without the adjusted mechanics and additional equipment. The full list of my favorite mods is certainly longer than this, but those others will come later. Previous episodes of this show have covered many of them, with more still to come. Hopefully this new format is more structured and informative for you all. Please let me know how you like it so far and if you have suggestions for episodes in the future. I do keep a channel of my own SPT-AKI resources in the Club Starbucks Discord server, including my system specs and a complete 374 mod list. Let me know if there's something specific you'd like to see demonstrated here on YouTube. Thanks for watching, liking, and subscribing. Check out Club Starbucks on Discord for more SPT-AKI and a cool community of very helpful folks. Tune in next time for another episode of the SPT Show, as well as updates on my Zero to Hero stream.